evening to one and all present here. A very hearty welcome to the fourth series of the spectacular Abhivyakti festival, namely Abhivyakti Pradarshana, a festival of celebrating the techniques of presentation of different arts. Abhivyakti Festival Series 2019-20. Abhivyakti Festival Series 2019-20. The festival aims at promoting Indian culture and values by the medium of arts and at preservation of traditional performing arts and crafts. The festival aims at providing young talents and aspirants to perform platform to come closer to the knowledge provided by the experts and seniors in the industry, thereby bridging an important gap. We are presenting this festival in a most humble way, and we have the passion to promote Indian culture and values through arts to everyone. The world is a global village, and we wish to put India strongly up on the world's cultural map. We are looking for social cooperation and associations and partnerships so that art can reach to the hearts. And we could have these festivals play a small but vital role in bringing people and nations more together and closer and way much beyond boundaries and distances and differences. It is indeed wonderful to have Alliance Francaise Bangalore as our associating partner who has supported this festival with venue support, logistics, and coordination. This festival is open to all, a purely non-commercial series and non-ticketed. The vision of Abhivyakti Festival. The vision is to make India strongly present in the world cultural map and being active in the world which has become a global village. The vision is to connect different dots and bring a beautiful picture to life by devoting the festival's work of bringing in diverse arts and crafts all at one stage in the way, very humble and elegant way. Our mission. Mission is to bring together professionals and experts from different fields who are enthusiastic of spreading their passion of their arts and sharing their knowledge through these festivals. By these sessions and the evening presentations, each festival event will be instrumental in carrying out of knowledge and skill, sharing on first-hand basis, and will result in creating a momentum of arts between seniors and professionals to the art aspirants and enthusiasts. This is a completely non-commercial event and non-ticketed. We look forward to having more people coming together to mark a celebration of our festival motto, Arts for All, Possible and Successful. The first performance would be by none other than Shri Baldev Nitai alias Bruno Tonelli, who has come all the way from Brazil. Baldev Nitai, alias Bruno Tonelli, is the son of the musician Geraldo Tonelli, who was also his master, dedicated his entire life to the world's creative music, having traveled to the biggest festivals, fairs, conferences, and music events in the world, such as Omix in Europe, CMJ in USA, CMW in Canada, Visa for Music in Morocco, MEE, Cape Verde, and dozens of others. Singer, composer, and music producer, Baldev Nitai plays guitar, flute, piano, and veena, produces electronic music, and has his own studio, Gaura Shakti Records, in which he records and produces musicians and bands from different parts of the world. With a varied repertoire and a vast musical knowledge, he is ahead of the Tribal Zen, Seven Estrello, and Vrindavan bands. He is certified as Bhakti Shastri, knowledgeable of Western and Vedic philosophy, and with his musical composition for ancient mantras, has been recognized and awarded by the Government of India since 2014, when he first traveled to the country. In 2018, he did a residence for 1 year in the country, teaching music, studying and performing at various festivals. He is a disciple of Srimati Geeta Shamprakash, from whom he is learning Veena in Mysore style, and Mrs. Vijay Lakshmi in Carnatic vocal music. He is also the disciple of Srimati Radhanath Swami, practicing Bhakti Yoga under her guidance. Ladies and gentlemen, over to Sri Baldev Nitai.
Namaskara. Nana Hasaru Baladev Nitai Bruno Tonelli from Brazil. And Nana Madi Beti Bahala Santoshavaitu. Also, I would like to say thank you for Manasi and Raghu from Abhivyakti Trust, Cultural Center. For Alliance Francaise, I would like to say merci. It's a great honor to be here. It's a long journey. I am a descendant of the Varna Ashram system, ancient social body that it was here in this planet long time ago. It is described in the Puranas. Actually, I am a son of a musician, so since child, music was my life. And I always like to, when I saw a falling star or a happy birthday light, they always ask us for doing a wish. So my wish always was to advance in music, travel over the world, learn about human culture, how the humanity was understanding the life, because since child I thought life be very precious, very special opportunity to be awakened in a certain species of life or in a certain culture. So I always wish this, and I also wish as a result of this to advance in this comprehension about the highest philosophical and basic questions of the human being, like who am I, where I came from, where I'm going, and what I'm doing here. So when I was 13 years old, my father I got my first band, and my father and my partner's father, they joined together and helped us to record our first album. It was amazing. We were like child, and we were doing our own composition in a rock and roll style, and we were traveling around the country. We were starting to save our own money to the music, really working on it. It was like an enterprise, but we didn't know it. We just want to make music. And my father said, yes, you want to be a composer, right? So you have to study more than only a musician. You want to be creative, you have to see what is there, so you can do something really, bring some contribution to this art. So I never stopped to study. And when I was finishing my college, going to the university, he asked me what if I would do music. Then I said for him that no, I wouldn't do the music. And he said, why? You're born in the music. Why you want to do music? Then I said, I want to do poetry for the music. And I want to go to the deep subjects of the human capacity, the human emotions and mind and thoughts. So I want to go to the philosophy university. It was a shock for my family, but they understood and they helped me. So I went to the university. And then I saw that in the Western philosophy, some link with our eternal relation, our our existence was it was starting to become lost. The philosophy of the West nowadays, it's much more, we can see properly, it's much more in a materialistic way of life, like just do it now, forget tomorrow, you are the best, this kind of things. And an uncle of mine, he came back to my city, and then he asked me, there was long years that I didn't saw him. So he said, "Are you in the philosophy university?" I said, "Yes." And he asked me, "Did you find what you were looking for?" And I said, "No. I just start to feel something." And then he said, "Okay. Just some years ago, it came from the West, a translation of Eastern philosophy. And in the university in Brazil, not so many people knew about Eastern philosophy. It's always a mystical. It's always connected with the spirituality. It's something about with, something out of this, this world. So it's very difficult. No one could help me." And then he said, "Okay, there is a translation in Brazilian language. Brazilians speak Portuguese. It's a colony of Portugal. There is a version of Bhagavad Gita in your language, Bhagavad Purana, Isha Upanishad. Everything is here now. So I think you should see it." And I said, "Okay." This was in 2006, 13 years back. And then I just got the book. I opened the book. I saw the Sanskrit for the first time. Now the Sanskrit is always in my arms, but in that time, I just saw the alphabet, the letters, and I see, this is very ancient. And I felt it. And then I start to just open the book, like it's a big book. 700 verses from the great Mahabharata. Just the Bhagavad Gita was very big for us. So I look and I just open and read something about the Jiva, spiritual soul, and then Vaikuntha planets, and then Bhagavan, and then Govinda, and all these mystical, personalities that sometimes was going to the West. In some boards we saw Lord Shiva, and who is this? And then the yoga start to come with Yogananda in the Western countries, and things start to happen there. So I say, this is too much for me. Then I close the book, and after some time, with this instruction of my uncle, I start to read. It was like a seed being planted in my heart, and then starts to grow a kind of devotional tree they call Bhakti Vriksha. And it was true, everything just changed. My life changed completely. And then I wanted to continue in the music, but there was so many things to talk now about these subjects. So for some transcendental arrangement, some results of these activities, I went to the Europe biggest conference in about music, called WOMEX. And there was all the countries to perform and try to do some business and release a new album and be a huge success in the world. A lot of possibilities. Just an Indian producer became our friend and invited us to come. So in 2014, I was realizing the dream of going to India with my band. It was just a dream. We could not imagine how it will happen. And then we went to this festival called World Fest. It was in Lavasa. It happens in Mumbai. So I came, and then I saw the Indian. And then I was looking like I was in Mumbai, Delhi. I wasn't feeling, where is that India, where is the tilak? Where is the people worshipping the Lord? Where is, nobody's using dhoti anymore. What is happening? So I become I want to go to there is some India here. So the only city I knew at that time that was like a sacred something, it was Lord Krishna's birthplace, Vrindavan. So I said, okay, I'll finish my work. It was the first time in my life that I want my tour in the music to finish. Like I want to do all my work and go directly to there. So I went. My friends become very crazy. Like, you be here alone in the city, you don't know nothing. And I said, yes, I know that it's something here for me. So I stayed there alone. I stayed almost 1 month in Vrindavan. And I was like living, it was a little bit of monkey life, like going to the temple and the Mangalarati and doing these things. I didn't know about it. I had never practiced nothing. I had never chanting a mantra in a mala. I had, I didn't know the mantras they were singing, but I was doing that. And then I come back to Brazil. It wasn't the same person. All my family and friends, everybody said, I quick, like in 20 days, I remember it was 17 days there in the sacred land, associating with that bhakti practice. All my bad habits start to go. Because in the West, we start to be recognized if we do bad habits. It's very common, how much crazy things you do, people just give you applause and then you become like, whoa, I'm doing something nice, So I changed this and people see like, what happened with this person? He just went to India and now he's, totally different. He don't smoke anymore. He don't eat meat. He don't go to the football games to fight with the other team. He don't speak no sense anymore. Not even a dirt word. What is happening? So that was my real experience with that. So fortunately, we have in my city, Belo Horizonte in Brazil, a small Jagannath Mandir. Jai Jagannath. And there are some people living their life like this, practicing bhakti. So that was my oasis. I've been there. I studied the scriptures with them. Things just changed a lot because I met my wife in the Jagannath temple. It was like a gift, Lord's gift for me. I never imagined to be married. It was something amazing. And I have a son. And then I was reading, then I'm a musician, I'm a guitarist. Actually, I started with the piano. My father was a pianist. And I also have some certificate graduate in flutes. I like more this, I dedicate to this. But then I was reading Bhagavad Purana and I heard about Narada Muni playing the veena. And I said, oh, what is this veena instrument? What is this? And my heart just desire a little bit like, oh, I would like to know more about this veena thing. What is this? Then I heard for someone that veena was the instrument that Saraswati Devi was playing. And I saw the veena. I said, so beautiful instrument. This is not real from here, this world. It's out. And I'm a guitarist, so I can feel the strings, how it works, And then, okay, how I get this, I don't know. I just desire and I live it. So my wife is a Bharatanatyam dancer. She will perform today. And then she said, you must go to the Carnatic music system. And I was listening the music she was dancing, like it's a very complex composition, rhythm amazing, ragas, melody, everything super out. And then she said, yes. And when we came in 2006 together, she just did the arrangement and put me in my Carnatic vocal class. She introduced me my Carnatic vocal guru, Vijaya Lakshmi. And I start to practice. Okay, I come back to Brazil and I keep it practicing because I was feeling my voice becoming better in these things. So last year, it was crazy because I don't know if you've seen what is happening in the world. And before this, I traveled to, North America, South America, Africa, Europe, Then I came to Asia, and I'm seeing everything becoming the same. Like everybody is, there is an economical, or I don't know, a kind of plan that everybody must dress the same, buy the same things, eat the same things, and in the end, think and wish the same thing. It's everywhere. It's like this. So in Brazil was a difficult situation. There was a new president elected. Then it was Carnival. It's a big fest. Manasi been there. Right, Manasi? You've been to Carnival that time in Magic Kingdom in Brazil. Ah, no, World Cup. World Cup. Yeah, that year it was happening. Carnival, World Cup, an election in Brazil. So the country just stopped. And me and Kamalakshi like, what will you do? We work with arts, culture, and education. This country will be stopped. How will we do it? So thinking, some inspiration comes and let's go to India. Because then in India we can learn more, we can study more, and we can live peaceful there. So we came, and then she talked with Manasi, and Manasi invited us to go to the Gita's concert, I remember. I didn't know Gita yet. But then I went there, I just saw Gita playing the veena. I just met her and said, please accept me as your disciple. Please, I want you to play the veena because Narada Muni inspired me. And she said, okay, let's see this. I went there, I played my guitar for her, like, see, I'm dedicated to the music, accepted me. With her mercy also, she accepted me as her disciple, and then I started to learn veena with her. I went back to Brazil with less than one, we were training for not even 1 year, but I was practicing more and more in Brazil, trying to learn. And there in Brazil, because there is no veena, nothing, I did my first veena performance in an auditorium. That was amazing because I want to spread this instrument and the glories of this system and everything that is behind the music. So this year, when we came back to Brazil, we did a lot of these things, and then we said, let's come back to India again. Something is calling us here, and see, I'm personally here in front of you because Brazil is a very far journey. It's like 2 or 3 oceans we have to cross by airplane. It's 2 days traveling it by airplane, so it's very far. And we came, and here we are again. So that's how things happen. They say that when we are in this material nature, we don't have how much more we're looking to be, conscious and in a proper position, then more freedom we have. Otherwise, this material, it's like waves of ocean that goes you, and you are just like a leaf. So that's why you have to use your buddhi, your intelligence to choose the best gunas in this prakriti, the best qualities in everything. So these choices we are making are bringing us back. And our goal here this time is to inspire the Indian people, especially everybody, but Indian people, the glories of Bharatavarsha. Before India, when this was a land that to born as a human being, it was a rare opportunity to, find who you really are. Your Deha Siddhi, your Swarupa, all these philosophical concepts that in the Western we didn't have nothing compared to this. That's why we are from faraway lands come here to learn. So when I see, and everything just happened in the culture, we are talking about a cultural festival that are trying to connect the world in a proper place, to guide in a proper direction. When I from outside see Indians people following what we already had experience that doesn't work, it's very sad for us. So I just want first to say Dhanyavad, thank you for all of you to being here, supporting this festival. to say thank you for everybody that is doing this effort for this purpose. And I will humbly ask you to keep this alive somehow in what we speak and what we live and what we do, because all the world needs a light now. It's becoming every time more dark. It is described in the Puranas. Kali Yuga will just advance. There is no possibility. See the world, there is no possibility to coming back. The artificial world, it's becoming more important than the natural world. This is an inversion of value. So I humbly and I pray that we could, start from the first place. We have to start to doing the changes inside ourselves. That's our effort. That's why we are coming here. We are spending all our resources, everything to be here to advance. And it's just because of, the mercy of our gurus and the mercy of this ancient and rishis, the great personalities that we are breathing and we are living and having this opportunity. So I won't talk anymore. I think it's clear our purpose here. I will do what I do in my life as my maintenance. It's to do the music. So first of all, I will do a song in a guitar, my instrument that I play since child. I start to compose some songs for ancient mantras. In my last release, it was an album I released 2 months ago. It calls Shikshastakam. Shikshastakam are 8 instructions that Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu from Bengal in the 15th century gave to his disciples about how to chant purely the mantras, especially the Maha Mantra from the Puranas from his Gaudiya school. And I did 8 compositions during 3 years for these instructions of him, the Shikshastakam. I will play the last compositions that calls Adarshana. Adarshana, it talks about when you are not seeing the source of life, the life that, the cause of all causes of our life. When we are not seeing it, it looks like millenniums. And, it's, if this personality, this Maheshwara, the controller of everything, can do, if he wants to give me good things, it's fine. If he wants to give me bad things, it's fine also, because he will always be the master and the lover of my heart. That's what he's telling in this song. So this is called Darshana. And I'm playing this song because it was the first composition I did after my classes in Maya Malavagola. So it's a little mix of Carnatic with Western style. I hope you really enjoy. Dhanyavad, thank you. Padaratam Vinashtumam Darshanam Marmahatam Karotu Sani da ba ma pa pa, sari ga ma pa, sari ga ma pa ga ma pa, sani da pa ma pa pa. Ma pranana tastasayavana paraha Ma pranana tastasayavana paraha Padaratam Vinashtumam Darshanam Marmahatam Sani da pa ma pa pa, sari ga ma pa, sari ga ma pa ga ma pa, sani da pa ma pa pa. Virara tulambatu, virara tulambatu, ma pranana tastasayavana paraha. Ma pranana tastasayavana paraha Ma pranana tastasayavana paraha Ma pranana tastasayavana paraha More low frequency for the vina. So, after this long journey in the music, I have the honor to be with this instrument in my hands, with the blessings of my parents, with the blessings of my wife, with the blessings of my guru, with the blessings of my vocal guru, and the blessings with Gita, because without her I could never imagine to be here. So for me it's a very special moment, and I hope it will be special for you also to see a Western guy playing this instrument, because it will be my first Veena performance in India. So if it wasn't for Abhivyakti, this wouldn't happen. And I'm very happy to be, because our family have some connection from other lives for sure. Because Sharad Pandya went to Brazil now last year, Manasi went there, and then we are here, and this is the real cultural exchange. So that's why all the people have to work together in this, because the things happens in the culture and the way people live in daily. If we put in the television good things, people will learn that. If we put in the television bad things, people will learn that. If we're doing the television good things and we say that this is amazing, we want to be like that. If we put in the television things that are not amazing and we say it's amazing, people want to do that. So we have to be very careful about it and try to do the best as we can. So I will do my best now. I'm not prepared for this, but I like this kind of challenges, because it pressures us to do our best. So since now I say for you to forgive my mistakes, but I didn't play yet, but it's to be humble and at the same time to have the courage to do what we want to do. So my goal was to learn the Veena and help in the compositions, because I like to create and compose things, co-create actually. And then I had this project. I did an album for the Bhagavad Gita, some Vaishnava prayers. Then I did an album with Bhagavata Purana shlokas. And last 2 months ago, I released the Shikshastakam from 15th century of Chaitanya. So I did a trilogy until now about something in India. My goal now is to do compositions for Isha Upanishad, because it's a Veda. So for do this, I don't want to do with the guitar. I really want to do with Carnatic system. So I was practicing Kalyani Raga. My guru taught me, and then I was playing. It was very beautiful. Then a melody just came, and I thought it would take 10 years, but it's starting. So I'll present you my first Veena composition and my first Carnatic system composition. I gave the name Ishavasyan because it's the first verse of Isha Upanishad. Vakratunda Mahakaya Suryakoti Samaprabha Nirvignam Kurumi Deva Sarvakarishu Sarvada Saraswati Namastubhyam Varade Kamarupini Vidyarambam Karishyami Siddhir Bhavatu Me Sada Guru Brahma Guru Vishnu Guru Deva Maheshwaraha Guru Sakshat Parabrahmam Tasmai Shri Gurave Namah Ishvara Paramakrishna Satchit Ananda Vigraha Anadiradir Govinda Sarva Karana Karanam Ishavasyanidam sarvam Ishavasyan Ishavasyanidam sarvam Ishavasyan Yat kincha Jagatvam Jagat Tena Tatena Banjita Margarita Kasya Sweetanam Margarita Kasya Margarita Kasya Sweetanam Margarita Kasya Ishavasyan 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 Ishavasyanidam sarvam Ishavasyan Ishavasyanidam sarvam Ishavasyan Kincha Jagatvam Jagat Tena Tatina Bonjita Margarita Kasya Sweetanam Margarita Kasya Margarita 가슴 sweet다남 먹으다 가슴 샤바슴 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 ईशवास्यमिदं सर्वं ईशवास्यमिदं सर्वं
Isha-vasyamidam jagat sarvam. How true it is indeed that music transcends all barriers of nations, cultures, language, and literature. Thank you very much, Shri Baldev Nitai sir.
From the organization that's been giving us so much already. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Mrs. Samhita Kashyap and Niharika, for that wonderful piece of dance where we found the nuances of both Odissi and Bharatanatyam.
ಓಂ ಶ್ರೀ ಗುರುಭ್ಯೋ ನಮಃ. 9 ವರ್ಷದಿಂದ ಒಡಿಸ್ಸಿ ಮತ್ತು ಭರತನಾಟ್ಯದ ಸಂಶೋಧನೆ ಮಾಡಿಕೊಂಡು ಬಂದಿರುವ ಶ್ರೀಮತಿ ಮಾನ್ಸಿ ರಘುನಂದನ್ ಹಾಗೂ ಶ್ರೀಯುತ ರಘುನಂದನ್ ಅವರಿಗೆ ಕಲಾ ಸಂಗಮ ಒಂದು ತುಲಾತ್ಮಕ ಅಧ್ಯಯನ ಮಾಡಿ ಕಲಾ ಸಂಗಮವನ್ನು ಪ್ರದರ್ಶನ ತುಣುಕು ನೀವೆಲ್ಲ ನೋಡಿದ್ದೀರಾ. ಮತ್ತೊಮ್ಮೆ ಆ ವಿದ್ಯಾರ್ಥಿಗಳಿಗೆ ಸ್ವಾಗತ ಕೋರೋಣ. ಧನ್ಯವಾದಗಳು. ಸಂಯುಕ್ತ ಕಶ್ಯಪ್ ಹಾಗೂ ನಿಹಾರಿಕಾ. ನಮ್ಮ ಮುಂದಿನ ಕಾರ್ಯಕ್ರಮ ಜ್ಯೋತಿ ಬೆಳಗುವುದರ ಮುಖಾಂತರ ಆರಂಭವಾಗುತ್ತದೆ.
It is indeed a very pleasant evening because we commenced our program with our Shri Baldev Nitai sir to have given us the wonderful performance of Veena recital. Veena is one of the ancient most instruments of India, and then we are lucky enough to have witnessed this very special, unique item, that is the comparative analysis of Odissi and Bharatanatyam, which is a brainchild of Mrs. Manasi Raghunandan and Raghu sir. They've been doing the research since 9 years, and in that was resulted in Kala Sangam. What you saw was just a glimpse of from that कलासङ्गम् सङ्गीतसाहित्यकलाविहीनः पशुसमानः. As per our Indian tradition, we commence any program with an invocation. Before that, we will commence our program with the lighting of the lamp ceremony, which is a very auspicious one. I request all the dignitaries, the guests and the speakers to kindly come on the dais and then light the lamp. Please sir, please ma'am. Geeta Shamprakash and Shri B.K. Shamprakash to kindly come on the dais. A very auspicious moment. Deepam Jyoti Parabrahma, Deepam Jyoti Parayani. Asatoma Sadgamaya, Tamasoma Jyotirgamaya, Amritoma Mrityorma Amritam Gamaya. From untruth to truth, from mortality to immortality. That's the essence of our Indian legacy. It is indeed a very great honor to have very distinguished guests amongst us today. May I request Nritya Vilasini Guru Srimati Manasi Raghunandan ma'am to kindly address the gathering. Please ma'am.
Namaskara. What a beautiful evening it is that we began with the music and a demonstration. Abhivyakti Pradarshana, the fourth festival of this series. The series began in the month of August 2019 and will continue till June 2020. I take this honor to welcome the dignitaries of the day, Dr. Shri Rajendra Hegde sir, Chairman and Managing Director of BRICS LLP Bengaluru and Trustee Garden City Farmers Bengaluru. Welcome sir. Guru Srimati Rohini Anand, classical dance exponent, Director Swaralaya School of Performing Arts, which is also known as Classical Rhythms now, all the way from Dubai, UAE. Welcome, ma'am. I also welcome the eminent panel speakers of the day, Professor Hariharan Krishnan, Professor Arts and Director Media Lab, KREA University, and Shri Madhusudan SN, Professional Dance Photographer and Senior Graphic Designer. Welcome, sir. I also extend my welcome to the all wonderful performers of the evening, the dancers, the musicians, the artists. And I welcome everybody present here in the audience. The festival has been running beautifully since August, and we wish that it multiplies further. I'm very fortunate that Alliance Francaise de Bangalore has given us this wonderful campus to promote traditional art and culture. I think it is indeed wonderful that we are all coming together and trying to do something in a very selfless and in a very humble way. So thanks to everyone for being a part of this and encouraging the promotion of traditional arts, crafts, music, and literature. Thank you.